when you hear about the team that's being assembled for this movie, I mean, what were your initial thoughts?
Well, David Ayer was on, near the top of the list, or at the top of the list of a list of directors that I gave to my agents years ago, and said, "This is who I really want to
give me a
work
movie
with."
with this dude.
Yeah, and I had screen tested 13 years ago for Training Day for Antoine Fuqua before David started directing. And
which role was that for?
The one that Dr. Dre got.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, he had accomplished quite a bit at that point.
Right.
So
he's the guy that makes the headphones.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah, that's him. That guy. So, I'd always clocked David's name because Training Day, just still to this day, they talk about, addicts talk about that first high and trying to get back to that first high. And I've been trying to get back to find some script that elicits the type of chemical response, that neurological response that I had reading Training Day. It was the best script I've ever
I feel like
read.
we have Training Day to thank for the Wayne Brady, Dave Chappelle sketch.
Yeah, totally.
Give me your sandwich.
Choke a bitch. Yeah.
Did you get to choose the tattoos that you have in this movie?
I got to request them, yes.
Very nice. And what were some of your requests?
Well, he was former military. I wanted him to be former Marine background, and in my mind, I thought that he would have been discharged for fighting.
Yeah.
So, I wanted skull themes because there's a lot of it's a death. He's a hunter. Mm-hmm. So I had Marine skulls over here. I had kind of a really bastardized version of the Marine's eagle with the globe. Mm-hmm. So it was this flaming skeletal eagle holding this earth that's melting with a nuclear cloud coming out of it, and out of it is dripping this.
Sounds like some album cover I had when I was in high school.
Totally, it's dripping into this baby Jesus in a diaper at the bottom.
Naturally.
So it was this crazy. That was crazy. I saw him as like a rattlesnake. The way that he snaps, and so I had this rattlesnake skeleton going down into my hand. I had an arrow on my shooting arm.
Sure. Yeah.
And I had.
I love that it's thought out. That's what's great about the details.
Everything's
of this movie
so
in general.
thought out.
1% patch.
Yeah, he's part Native American, so he's got this skull with a headdress over here, and then I helped to design the patch for the back of my vest, which is a skull with a headdress. Yeah. And then I had a scorpion, which is the Native American totem symbol for the protector and the loner, which I thought that's the character. So believe me, man, there's a lot going on in here.
And he was legit scary because there's nothing worse to me when you're making an action film like this that's gritty and whatever, and then you get a bunch of pretty actors to come and be pretty and like we're the SWAT team. But I thought, all of you guys, you, Sam, everybody made choices to look like a SWAT
Not supposed
team.
to look like a cop.
Yeah.
And my goal was twofold. I wanted to turn a corner and have a bad guy just take the meth. Just take it. I wanted to be a scary presence coming around the corner. And the other side of it was that I think the kid in me wanted kids who saw this movie to go into the backyard and fight over who gets to be grinder.
Yeah, perfect.
So I think I was definitely coming from that childhood place of like, okay, if I saw this movie as a kid, what would be the coolest?
Yeah, this movie's got to get big enough to have action figures. That's all I'm saying.
I know, right? Yeah, awesome,
cool, man.
man.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
The movie's
My pleasure.
A ton of fun.
Thanks.